Hey, what is going on? You know
Good evening.
You know what podcast this is. You know who you're talking to, or maybe you know who we're talking to, or maybe you know who's talking. Period. If not, I'm Shotty. The other guy is Ramius. Welcome to the show. Um, yeah. Tonight was fun in AC. Tonight was real fun in GC. Mine.
Mine?
Yeah. Anyways, so for those that were sitting in GC wondering what the hell we were doing, we just wanted to have a little bit of fun in GC, try to break it. It worked, and then finally somebody spoke up. But
Yeah, so we were talking about Finding Nemo and the seagulls because I am out near Star Trek Academy. And as I was walking to the restaurant, I saw this wicked looking thing that was somewhat resemblant of a seagull, but had a bill kind of like a toucan, but not the right colors. And that kind of set everybody off. We're talking about the silly seagulls. Mine. And we started in Alliance chat, and somebody said, well, let's do it to Galaxy chat. And sure enough, we broke it. And
hold on. Why don't we say who's the one that started it? Me.
Okay, Shoddy's fault. It was all Shoddy's fault.
That's why you never give me a microphone. Oh God, that was hilarious. Yeah, we figured why not? We'll go ahead and try to break GC. It was fun. So you're welcome, Server 22. Love
Absolutely.
You guys. Love you all. Yeah.
So let me add something to that discussion, because there's a piece I didn't even get to say in Alliance chat because I was too busy trying not to split my sides. So I am walking over to the local Burger King restaurant, and I step over the curb, and it's a decent day, and I suddenly realize that I'm standing on fake grass out in public. I'm like, surely not. I look around, and sure enough, yes, everything from curb to curb is fake grass, green astroturf. Not just where I was at, both sides of the parking lot. I'll put in pictures. I took pictures.
What the hell? Were you on a football field?
No, I was in a regular shopping center. But I'm in Newark, California right now, and all I can say is, oh my. Oh my.
That good, huh?
Yeah. Well, the shopping center had your choice of, let's see, pho, Thai, Morpho, Indian, and then a noodle shop and Burger King.
That sounds like your butthole's going to get kicked.
Yeah, something like that.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to eat some of that other little bit warmer food, and then you're going to travel down to Burger King on another spot, and when it all comes out, oh, ouch.
Yeah. So I went to Burger King. I tried the chicken and bacon and cheese, and it was good.
Nice.
You have to take a pause for a second. The wife's calling.
Damn it, Mama. We're trying to get a podcast going here.
What? Trying to get a podcast going? What kind of podcast are you trying to get going?
I know, right? Just this dead, awkward silence.
Well, that's what the edit function is for.
Either that or we leave some of that in. That was funny shit.
I don't know what you were saying.
Go back and listen to it. You'll figure it out.
Oh my. Oh, goodness.
All right. So since the warden interrupted our 1 hour of free time out in the sun here, God, oh, that was hilarious. I couldn't help it. It was like, oh, well, the warden called. Better stop all the playing around. Put the inmates back in their cells.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens when you let the inmates run the asylum. I mean, the patients run the asylum.
Something like that, yeah.
Messed up. Oh man. All right. So anyway, so you were chatting about the
grass. I'll include some pictures. It was hilarious. That's just all there is to it. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I truck along and poop, fake grass.
Put that. You can't make this up file. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. This past week, we're sorry that we kind of stepped away, you guys. We we're still working on the other episode. We had some life just got in the
Life.
way. Life got in the way, and when life gets in the way, you either persevere, push through it, hit it with a bulldozer, or you just fall over and let it run over you. And unfortunately, we're not the kind that's just going to let life run over us. So we actually had to take some time out away from the podcast and just battle battle life. And it's we're not going to go into any too great a detail, um, but it was important that we stopped and reflected on some things. So we actually had to take a little bit of time for reflection. So that's the reason why the episode prior to this one's not out yet, because we're still finishing that episode. That one will be out, and then this one will be out shortly after. We're definitely wanting to provide more content at a much quicker rate. It's just trying to get life sorted out. It's Christmas time. We're we're dealing with hanging out with our families and enjoying that time with them and the spirit of the season. So you, it's not that you guys aren't important to us, because you are. You're very, very important to us. But our families definitely come first. So that's just something that we had to do, and something that we're going to continue to do from this point on. So you can expect nothing less out of us. Um, but with that being said, let's just go ahead and hit the impulse engines and head over into what's new with Scopely. So the segment
So
Scopely says. All right, so this segment of Scopely Says is the latest,
we
greatest update.
we we have a lot to cover here. The
Lord, we got a lot.
So if you truck on over to the news channel inside the station, you'll see a couple of different things. So first and foremost, we have the update to Boldly Go, and it's the galaxies in turmoil. Conflict grips the universe, continues to grow in intensity. Each side has built fortifications across their territories that not only coordinate armadas, can take in on combat. The balance of power shifts with each passing week. So goes into all the fun stuff that's going on with the Boldly Go event. We have the Course to the Unknown, level 39 plus, the R&D Supremacy, level 40 plus event, the new Arms Race, level 40 plus event, Strengthen Your event, which is coming up the 16th through the 23rd. We have the Hostile event for levels 4 through 22. We have the Armadas Assault happening the 16th and 17th, and then again on the 20th and 21st. We have the Economic Supremacy, which is ongoing with the 18th and 19th, levels 10 plus. The Galaxy in Turmoil for level 23 plus, December 18th, 19th, then the 22nd through 23rd. We have the ISS Jellyfish Pursuit, Race to Ops +2 for levels 35 through 39. And that one is exclusive. You must be level 39 to construct the ISS Jellyfish. We've got a couple people now racing up that way ourselves right now.
Now there is something else I wanted to kind of cover. It does cover in with the update, and it's from Panic directly. So I want to read that off here in just a little while. I think it's kind of important that we do shed a little bit of light on this. Is
Talking about the factions,
right, and what it is.
That was next.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was one of the things, because before we get into that, what had happened was the factions ended up getting locked out. So once you hit a certain point, you locked out the other factions, and you were strictly to the one singular faction. That in turn pissed off a lot of people, and there was a lot of poo emojis getting flung at Panic, at Scopely, at everybody. So with that being said, we're kind of here to, let you guys know we understand as far as content creators where you guys are coming from, because trust me, it pissed off a lot of people. But at that point, it was a bug in the game, and there's more to come on it, and I'll explain it to you here in a little bit. But that was a bug in the game. Actually, no, we'll just go ahead and we'll discuss that now, and then that'll actually segue into the what's current now, what's going to happen. Um,
Yes.
so, what that being said, I'm going to read off a message from Panic to everybody that's in our Discord and everything, and we'll just kind of take it from there. Commanders, as a part of this week's release, we changed how players could lock in a faction state with the Klingons, Romulans, and the Federation. We will be undoing that change with the next release and returning faction locking to its previous state, which is now what's current. So the locked faction was with the update. They've since then updated it to now. So we're back to the running dual faction, triple faction. Yes, it is possible to run triple faction, but there is a ton of work involved with that one, and really maximizing your two current factions. So when you start doing those other missions and you start bringing your faction for whichever one that you're hated with back down to a level where it's actually manageable, and then you'll be able to do all three at the same time. So it takes a lot of work, but there are people that do it out there. Usually the rumor was you can only have dual faction. Triple faction was kind of a fallacy, but it's not at this point. It's actually a very real thing. It just takes a ton of work. So with that being said, back to Panic's message. Um, a bit of history. Faction locking, as we understand it today, started as a bug originally. The original assumption was that players could choose one or two factions. They'd invest in those factions and those factions only. Switching to a second or certainly a third can mean losing ones that were previously earned. As a code bug, faction locking was put upon a list of things to fix, with compensation for players who had locked in a faction at the time of the change. So, hence where all the hate and all the poo emojis were flying at him. We failed to appreciate how much players liked this unintended feature. So just keep in mind, this was a bug in the game that everybody enjoyed and loved, and it was an accidental blessing. So take that and run with it. Um, and again, players enjoyed aiming for reaching the goal of locking a faction at 10 million points, and many players had planned around it even before reaching it. We should have considered your game experience more carefully, and we apologize. So we're not slamming anybody. This is just saying, hey, they're human beings too. They realize what you guys wanted, so they fixed it. This could be kind of in the van, an in the van segment, but we're just going to leave it here. Um, but this right here is something that we typically put bad things in the van and take a drive, but we also want to put the good things in the van and take a ride as well, because good things do happen in the van. Not nearly as often as most people think, but good things happen in the van. So this is one of those times that we're gonna bring something good to it. Um, and again, they apologize. How awesome is that? You actually have game creators that care about you and apologize for not necessarily a mistake, but taking something away that everybody loved, and they brought it back. So in the last 2 days, we've heard you in game through customer service and on Discord. So like I said, they are listening. We consistently listen to your feedback on all channels and always take it into consideration when evolving the game. In the next release after the holidays, we will be reverting this change. The return faction locking its previous functionality at 10 million. Thank you for your continued passion for the game. Live long and prosper. Panic. So here's the deal. You guys wanted it. You guys made it very apparent and clear that you wanted it back, and they gave it back to you. So congratulations. Just keep in mind, the folks that are on the other end of those emails and the hate mail and the poo flinging, they're human beings just like we are. They don't walk on water, that's for damn sure. So my hat's off to these folks that are working hard to make this game fun and keep it running. Uh, you know, I mean, I don't know Panic personally, but from what I can see and what I've heard, he has taken a lot of flack, and you guys have given him a bunch of hell about some of the updates and everything. You know, when they update the game, they're trying to make it better. They're trying to bring more content. People were getting stuck at certain levels. You know, when players are getting stuck at levels like, well, I really can't progress on any further. What happens? You tend to leave the game. You know, that's why they keep bringing out new content and everything else. So it does take time. So let the updates happen. Things are going to break. We know this. It's a game. It's programming. It's coding. It's going to happen. So try to take it easy on the devs and kind of show some support and thank them, because a lot of times, you know, dealing with customer service as long as I have, uh, folks never really have the opportunity to say, hey, thank you for what you do. And the times that those happen are rare and very, very far and few between. Any other time, it's, oh, this guy did this, or this gal did this, or I didn't like my experience, or I want to see your manager. You know, a lot of that happens. And unfortunately, Panic and the team catch a lot of that hell. So it's one thing if it's something that's legitimately screwed up, you know, definitely say, hey, guys, we got to get this fixed. And if they don't fix it, then you kind of turn the heat up a little bit. But if they're working on it and they say, hey, we're very mindful of this, we're trying to get it done, back off, let them be.
Yep, absolutely. The team's working really hard behind the scenes, and there's stuff that we've heard rumor of that is coming down the pike still. And if you look at this 9.0 update, there's a lot of content with, you know, all the new ships, all the new missions, all the things that are included here. So if they haven't been responding, that's because they've been working on trying to get these other ships. I mean, each faction has a new miner, a new explorer, and I believe there's a new battleship. So it's impressive. Let's give them credit.
Yeah, they've done some serious magic here in the past couple of weeks. They had one server that all but crashed on them. Um, couldn't get it back running. Couldn't get it back running. They finally got it back up and running to our knowledge. Also, if you noticed, you guys received a free 7 days worth of your dailies for completing them out. So again, they're trying to show you a little bit of love and saying, hey, thanks. You know, we on a consistent basis we get, you know, 1 day bubbles. That's them saying, hey, just in case, throw this 1 day bubble up. We're doing the maintenance. You know, we've lucked out for the most part. I think the longest maintenance I've seen is 6 hours that I've actually paid attention to.
Yeah, the
But
really bad day, the 8.3 patch was a long time, but other than that, it's been really short within the 2 to 3 hour windows that they predict.
yeah, I mean, 2 to 3 hours if they go that long. I've seen them run half hour, and that it just hits and it runs. So, like I said, guys, they're you know, thank you Scopely, thank you Panic and the devs for kicking ass and making this thing what it is. Thank you.
Okay, next up, isn't it time to take a ride?
Yeah, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I hear something going on. Let's go for a ride. Get in the van. All right, this week, the ride in the van. Oh my God, AstroTurf. Sorry, I got a text message with the AstroTurf grass. Oh wow, it doesn't say
I wasn't kidding.
That doesn't say San Francisco. Tell me what it is. Good Lord have mercy. That is hilarious. I know you weren't kidding, but just the haha factor was right there, buddy. All right. So this week, the ride in the van. I'm gonna talk about me. I'm not gonna throw anybody in the van. We're gonna take a ride and we're gonna turn the music on. We're gonna listen and enjoy ourselves because This week was a really, really badass week for me as far as in game. Um, we ran a bunch of Armadas. I actually won an event um, on Monday's ending. There was a Sunday and a Monday event. I won that event. Um, and then
Cool. Congratulations.
thank you. And then the second day of the event for the Armada damage, I ended up placing second. I was out of first by like 58 million points. Um, it was a rather fair run. I had a good time. Thanks to Alpha 47 Tango and the rest of the crew for all of the dillos that we did. Um, those Armada runs were awesome. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Love you much. I just happen to be fortunate enough to be a heavier hitter, and it's like, hey, let's go run these, and everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. So, like I said, without you guys, could have done it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Love you a lot. So, with that being said, I just want to get into some of the goodies that I got. Um, one of the first chests that I got, I did not take a screenshot of it, so I'm I'm kicking myself for that one because that one was actually a pretty solid one. I didn't realize what I had until I did it. But the second chest that I was able to open, and I believe this was a rare, I ended up picking up, go on, 4 Sally BPs, 6 Legionary BPs, 2 rare gas, 171 refined ore in G3. That blew me away. I'm like, man, that's a lot of freaking UC ore there. Picked up some ROM credits, some Fed credits, looks like some refined crystal, and a science badge. So that kind of blew me away.
Yeah,
And
that's excellent.
I know, right? And here's the one that actually tripped me out. I had never, ever received a full pull on any of um, any of my commander pulls for as far as getting shards and everything.
Yeah, so you got a full pull on an officer. Which one?
I got a full pull on an officer. I got a full pull on Nero. I got 102 shards on a full pull. It goes lucky, and then it throws it up on the screen what you got. I now mind you, at the time I had 83 Nero shards already. So I was just, chipping away, and then I finally get this monster. So I'm another like 15 out, and I'll be able to promote him. Picked up, a couple Kirks, some Kumaks, a couple Gorkin. Added a few more to the Chang that I've already got, and then Crass is kind of hanging out there, sucking hind wind at the moment on that one. It so yeah, that was a good day there.
Awesome.
I think
Very
that was
nice.
Saturday actually. But yeah, that was Saturday. That's when I pulled that one.
Well, these Armada events have really been a lot of fun, and we've gotten some good prizes out of them. Scopely's really done good work on this.
Oh yeah, and for me, I'm picking up Sally and Legionary BPs, which are awesome because that's just less I got to spend on in the faction store.
Right.
So, but here's the thing. One of the reasons why we're kind of bringing up these, and we're gonna have all of our pulls and everything posted on the YouTube video, so you can actually see what we pulled. I mean, this is legitimate stuff here. And the reason why I wanted to bring awareness to the Armadas and take a ride in the van with the Armadas is they are fun events. Not, a lot of folks fight over trying to get into rares. And let me tell you something, those rares, when you find them, you jump on them. If you got the rare directives, make it happen. But you really need to be able to find a crew of your alliance mates that can actually go in there and help you complete that. I am very, very, very fortunate to have the members in our alliance, such as Ramius, Alpha with
Spike,
Ake. Oh God, Akehold. He's been huge. As far as helping everybody understand the best way to build a ship to make it run as far as your crew. There's different. We call it science. We'll go science an armada to make to just see what we can do with it. Because if we end up just walking it, then hey, then we know exactly what we did there was awesome. The only thing we can do from there is tweak. If we end up wiping it, hey, big deal. We wipe it, we come back, and then we finish walking it from there. So, like I said, our crew has just been insane. Smith has helped out. Good Lord, who all was on that day? Because that was just a day full of deals. I tell you right now, I ran through so many speed ups as far as repairing my ship, and I don't know how much RSS I ran through, but I destroyed my Kumari so bad, so bad. But I mean, that's just the fun in it. Go in there, you blow it up, you blow your ship up, you repair it, get back in the fight again. So again, thank you to the guys that sacrificed uh, their time that day, running the rares and running the epics. Everybody that had directives, I tried to throw a few directives in that I had. It was awesome. So it was a really good day, and everything's been kind of was a good day there. That's hilarious. See, this right here is a crap that you guys don't get to see, but I'll get into that here in a little bit. We need to get there. Are we done riding in the van?
Yeah, I think we are done riding in the van. I trust you talked about all the fun that you were having with the Dillos and who all helped. And I did get to the part where we were talking about the crew
Yep.
on our team that are helping out. But
yeah, I give everybody a big shout out and give them some love because, like I said, nothing guys could have done it. So with that being said, let's drop a gear and disappear with the van and put it back in the garage. So here we go. We're out of here with the van.
Incoming transmission.
Okay.
All right. So sensor suite. We don't really have any strategy with the Admiral this week, so we're gonna we'll do that and then have a little bit of fun here. Sensor suite. Um, we kind of alluded on our server. We haven't really spread the love to all the other servers because, well, we're not on the other servers. You guys that listen to this show that potentially are on other servers are. So what we're going to do is we are going to we've actually been pining to get stuff to give away for you guys. The ones that listen to this show, the ones that subscribe to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is going to be the hub for giveaways. Something that we've been trying to get working on here in the past week or so is we want to be able to give you guys something, credits, officer XP, officer shards, maybe give you guys whatever. So we kind of want to know. Well, we really want to know what you guys want. It's kind of like just call me Shoddy Claus because I'm trying to bring a bag of gifts and hand them out to you guys as we get them, as well as Ramius. The big thing that we're trying to do is we want you guys to be more active in the game. And if you guys are more active in the game and we can give you something to help maybe boost your activity level, then that's awesome. So we want to do something for you guys. We've been pining for some giveaway stuff. We did receive a response today. We haven't gotten the okay yet of what we can give away to you, but the question that was brought to our attention was, what do you guys want to give away? Well, I could rattle off a whole bunch of things I'd love to give away just to see.
But we got to keep it realistic.
But we got to keep it realistic. So one of the things that, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, okay? But one of the things that we've asked for was either a Devore, which is the Ferengi mining vessel, or maybe a hijacked faction ship.
Yes.
So those are a couple things that we've been pining for. So we're just gonna see what happens and see where it goes. That's always a potential. So as of right now, there is a potential for some giveaway stuff. Um, Good Lord willing, we'll find out something here in the next couple days. Now, this is where you guys have to do your homework. Fire it off at us. Go to our Facebook
Participate.
page. Yes, participate. Please go to our Facebook page. It's not hard to find. Type in the Running Deep with Shadi and Ramius podcast, and it'll pull something of that nature up. The reason why I say the Running Deep with Shadi and Ramius podcast is because if you type in podcast and you put in Shadi and Ramius, there's a really good opportunity you're going to find it whenever you do the search. We are going to have, we do have our links and everything up as far as that goes. The links do show up at the end of.
The show.
At the end of the show, there. Yeah, that's what I was.
We can put them in the show notes.
We can put them in the show notes so you guys can find them. So, what we want is you guys to come out, say hey, let us know that you're here and that you hear us, and try to get a little bit more interaction with you guys. So yes. What you are looking for is the Running Deep with Shadi and Ramius podcast. That is our Facebook page. So go in there, send us messages, post a. We'll throw a little. I'll throw a question out there. You guys just reply to that question. That way you have to worry about hitting the post button. Just type in, hit reply. Hit the reply button, type it in, hit go, and let it eat. Because what we want to do is we want to try to make things a little bit better for you guys and show some love to you, show some appreciation, and thank you by doing a giveaway. Because without you all, we're just two guys sitting here talking to each other. We'd rather be talking to you,
yes,
as well as each other. So, like I said, with the giveaways, and no, we're not giving away Ramius' underwear. So I've already been poo-pooed on that one.
No.
See what I did there? All right, so that's what's up. Big things are coming. Also, this kind of back and forth banter that we got going on here, we're gonna bring that to you guys. We're still working on it, but chances are what's gonna happen is we're gonna bring it to Patreon, and the show is gonna be something of the effect of Let It Rip with Shadi and Ramius, or Riding the Van, uncut, unedited. We haven't quite figured it out yet. We've been kicking some things around, but we are going to start a Patreon page. You're going to hear us unedited, uncut. It's not going to be anything as far as game related. The obligatory. We can't talk about the game on that particular one because we're sponsored here on this end. So we gotta keep things PG at best.
PG-13 sometimes.
PG-13 sometimes. Yeah, PG-13 at best. On the other one, it's gonna be all out. It's not really rated E for everyone, but anybody can get it. So it's gonna be a good time. Yes, there is gonna be a little bit of a cost involved. We are kicking that around as far as the entry level, what everybody gets, and then the upper levels get a little bit more as far as emojis and priorities,
all that fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. The ones that are constantly chatting with us, giving us feedback. You guys will actually get follower recognition. So if you guys could please comment, because I want to hand out some of these badges on Facebook. You guys are sitting there liking posts. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And it is noticed. But I want to see interaction. I want you folks to talk. Don't be afraid to speak up. Ooh. What you got?
Just open boxes from the current event and Fortis blueprints from killing ships.
Ooh.
So over in Oakvak in Klingon space,
Uh-huh.
killing 32s and 33s,
Uh-huh.
pulling Fortis, Horizon, Blueprints, Ship XP, Officer XP,
Oh.
screenshot on the video for sure.
Yes, screenshot that.
Yes, it is there.
I've got an epic Armada pack that I can't open for another 8 freaking hours. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna bring that in. Also, I think I had some. Oh, I did. I had some video today.
Oh, nice. What'd you have?
The my Mayflower coming out into the world.
Oh, yes. Congratulations on the birth.
Yes, yes, she came out of the nursery today. Kind of, I got a little bit of video of me farting around, clicking things, kind of show show her coming out of the nursery. She made it through the birth canal. Now she's coming out of the nursery.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very, very nice.
she's a beauty. But it was kind of funny because I sit here all night last night hitting stuff, trying to get the event tokens so I can get my ship, and I finally got it. So I'm actually going to share that and email it to you as we speak, so we can put that into the post on the edit.
Okay, good deal.
Blowing up your email left and right.
Yes. Email. Again in Oakvak. Have the Mayflower and the Saladin out there alternating killing stuff.
Yeah, I lost you just a hair there. I think your internet may be flipping on you there, but you're back again, so that's all good.
Oh, I'm back again? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out in Oakvak killing stuff and trying to see what else I can get in this little adventure here. Well, do we have anything else? I know that coming up in the next couple days, we'll have some quick videos on the new facilities, i.e., the scrapyard, it getting built, what it takes, some leveling up. We've got a couple of ships that were scrapped in the process, so that is, we have some video of that. So those will come up as some little short videos. So you'll see a few more of those as we go through, and then I mentioned before I've got a level 31 account. I'm sorry, a server 31 account that is a level 12. And so we'll get some videos of some of that lower level activity for you folks to see, those people that want to learn how to do things. And then a quick flashback for those of us that it's been a while since we were teenagers in the game.
Absolutely. Something else I wanted to bring up. A lot of you guys have been kind of squawking about the refinery, and trust me, you're not the only one. I've been hollering about it too. The refinery has been one of the biggest pains in the asses of multiple people on this game since the refinery's been built. Everybody's always had issues with, oh, it's giving me crap rolls on resources, and I'm not getting enough of this, I'm getting too much of this. Well, I can tell you right now, they have buffed the hell out of that refinery. I have seen more rare G3 pump out of this thing. I'm actually seeing more rare G3 in the past 2 weeks than I've seen since I've been able to refine anything as far as G3 on the G3 stuff. Is there's just so much that I've got. It's crazy. I'm not complaining, not by a long shot. I'm loving it. But I would like to see some more of the uncommon pump out, and I think a lot of that's got to do with RNG as far as what you can get in events. That's kind of BS. Let that run. Scopely, get in the van. We definitely need to see some more uncommon. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving the rares. Keep the rares right where they're at, but maybe bump the chances of getting some uncommon to pump out, because here's the deal. As a lot of you know, a lot of you are getting up there as far as the as far as using your materials is concerned. um, you're going to go through a lot of uncommon gas and crystal and ore. The Mayflower takes gas. It's got so much gas, and it needs so much gas. There's not enough beano in the world to calm it down. It's just a gas hog.
Yes, it is.
And I literally, mine just come out of the nursery today. So I'm looking at that going, my God, you need a lot of gas, child. So it's going to be fun watching her grow up, and the crazy amount of gas you're going to need. And the other thing that also I wanted to bring up for Scuff, again, not beating y'all about the head with a brick or a baseball bat, because you guys have caught a lot of it here. This is more just a polite suggestion. Um, the amount of uncommon ore and gas and crystal that it takes to upgrade a ship. I get it. There needs to be a balance. I also understand that there's an economical reason to it, i.e., more money in y'all's pocket, with folks buying packs and so on and so forth. I get it. I totally get it, and I've got zero issues with y'all making money, because that's how the world goes around. You have a business, you make money, you live good. That's what it's supposed to be. But with that being said, some of us consumers may not be able to spend the ridiculous amounts of cash that I know some folks have. And hey, listen, no judgment here. You guys are welcome to spend your money how you want. Really, no issues here. And if you can do it, you're blessed. Congratulations. That's awesome. But there are those of us that are grinding out on the game that may not be able to spend an exuberant amount of money to pick up some of the uncommons. So maybe a little bit of a balance. Maybe knock off a quarter of materials that it requires to make that it takes to make the upgrades happen. Again, just a friendly suggestion, because I'm at the point now where I need so much uncommon G3 to make things happen. It's tough, and you get stuck in a rut on your ships and everything. It does slow down progress just a bit. I mean, I get it. You don't want everybody, ranking up too fast and gaining too much power too quick, because then it makes the game not fun. So there's got to be a grind there, and I love the grind in this game. I will say that there are times where it's frustrating, and some of these missions that require 2 and 3 million resources, as far as bribery and donating and whatnot, that's tough. That really is tough. And
2 and 3, I'm sitting on one right now, the Silence mission, 150 million par steel to the Klingon magistrate.
There you go. But you're also in one of the more elevated levels too.
Right. I mean, the return on it's decent. I mean, it's giving you 12 rare and 60 uncommon crystal plus 500 Klingon credits.
Well, and that's the other thing. There is a return on investment. There really is. And so again, that's why I'm not squawking about how much some of the stuff costs. I would definitely like to see a little bit of a shave off on that one. There is a return on investment. I am not dismissing that at all. I think one of the biggest problems that we run into is some of these missions are so tough, and the power level of some of these enemies are so high for the level that we are. It's almost like these missions were unlocked a little too early for some of the power levels. Because I've got ships out there that are 900K to almost a million K, and as far as my ships go, there's no way in hell I can beat any of them. And I don't care if I'm mixing up the crew or not, and getting the most bang for my buck on my crew. I'm still not beating those for the power level that I'm at right now. And I'm not the only one that feels this way. So I'm not just sitting here saying, "Oh, poor me." No. It's not me. There's a lot of folks out there, and even some of the folks that are up in the higher ranks, like, my God, how am I going to beat that? I just got to this level. Now this mission pops up, and there's been times where I've went 5 levels as far as upgrading my ships and everything else before I've been able to do any damage that's been worthwhile to any of these enemies. So again, just kind of a friendly suggestion on some things. Definitely need to look into how much resources are getting used, um, as well as some of the donations to the game missions, and the enemy strength of some of these missions. Because like I said, you're out there hitting 350k, 360k on some of your ships, uh, that you have, and then you've got these enemies out there that are punching almost a million on their power, and the fact that their shield and their hulls are just insane.
Yeah. Well, some of them are designed to have a multiple ship hit, but still kind of need to have that heads up as you go into them.
Absolutely, and that's the one thing, I have done the multiple ship hit very early on, um, you know, so that's always something that I've done. Um, but even with some of the ships that I've got now, they're definitely more powerful than what they used to be. Going up against some of these other little bit more tanky enemies, that's kind of rough. Slamming 2 ships against it, possibly 3, and breaking your nose twice and barely scratching it on the third one. It's gonna be that's tough to do. That's a lot of resources getting wasted.
Absolutely.
So okay,
Well,
whole
I
lot of
don't.
editing this episode.
Yeah, not looking forward to that.
But yeah, again, podcast life. Here it is. I think that's everything. So yeah, with that being said, we'll go ahead and just do a quick recap. We went over the update. And again, if you're curious of what we did on the update, please go back to the front side of this podcast and let's do it again. Um, Kind of took a ride in the van, deep dive. We talked a little bit of it in the deep dive segment. But as far as the sister sweep, hey guys, please follow us on all of our social media. Like, subscribe, rate us. If you like what you hear, rate us. If you want more of your friends to be able to hear us, rate us. Give us reviews, because what happens is all of iTunes, all of Google, all of Facebook, all of our all the social media outlets that you can rate and subscribe to, that's how they figure out who we are and where we need to be. So if you want to see us succeed, so that way we can give more stuff away as far as giveaways and everything else, you guys have to do a little bit of work too. We're doing all the heavy lifting on this side. All we really need you guys to do is like us, subscribe to us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, give us a rating, tell everybody what you think about the show, because the more you guys talk about us, the more popular we get, and the more popular we get, the bigger we can, the bigger prizes we can give out, stuff like that. We can do meet and greets eventually, something that I'd like to do. Try to do a meet and greet in the towns that we live in. For those that may live close or somewhere in the state, or even maybe travel out of state and meet up somewhere and try to meet some of you guys in the world. Because hey, we're a community, and we'd love to be able to shake you guys' hand and thank you for being there with us and for us, and just supporting us. So
For sure.
with that being said, you know who I am. You know who that guy is. I think I hear the sound of a warp core firing up. What do you think?
I do. We'll
All
see
right.
you next time.
Live long, kick ass. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the other side. And we might have a episode coming out before Christmas. Might do a little. Actually, you know what? Here's the deal. If we get what we want to do as far as a giveaway, we're gonna do a Christmas episode, and we're gonna give away something on that Christmas episode. So do us a favor, go in there. We're gonna throw a little message in the Facebook page. Talk to us. Let us know what you want. See y'all later.
Fly safe.
Remember to follow us on our social media channels. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We can be found on iTunes, Podbean, Patreon, and here on YouTube. Comment below, click like if you do, and subscribe because you should have already. Do not forget to click the bell to get the alert when the next episode is available.